everyone, Melanie Monson, CEO of the Greater Zephyrhills Chamber of Commerce. I'm here today with Stephanie Black. She's the Executive Director of the Florida Pioneer Museum and Village. Thanks for having us with you today.
Thanks for coming out.
Stephanie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a native Floridian and longtime Zephyrhills family. My mother was Miss Zephyrhills. My father was a Zephyrhills City Councilman for many years. He's been retired for about 10 years. Grandparents in the area from Wesley Chapel in Zephyrhills.
Any family, any kids, or you're married?
Married, 5 wonderful children, and 7 grandchildren.
Oh, how fun is that? That's amazing. So you know how to balance career and family.
Most definitely.
We all have to learn those. So tell us a little bit about your museum here and what you offer to the residents.
Okay, the Pioneer Florida Museum and Village is just that. It's a village. We're about 20 acres here, 6.5 acres of buildings and displays. A lot of buildings were moved here from other places, historical buildings. We have an Overstreet house that was built in the 1860s, and it's fully furnished, fully preserved. We do a lot of school tours here, field trips, adult tours, we hold weddings, family reunions, picnics. But the incredible amount of displays here are just wonderful. The main building holds an eclectic collection. We are from 1945 prior.
Wow, wow. I love this place, and I love bringing my grandkids out, and they understand history. I think we came out and they were hitting the steel and making the little things.
We have a blacksmith shop.
There you go.
A schoolhouse from Lacucci. We just moved a log house here over the summer from the early 1900s that we're currently preserving. So there's a lot of things to see here. We have a Trilby train station.
That is
there's all kinds of things. A general store, a moonshine shed. Lots to see.
How fun. Well, we're standing in the women's suffrage display, which is kind of apropos for what we're doing right now. It's Women in Business Month. Tell us, have you ever had any obstacles or faced any obstacles as a woman in business?
I have. Over the years, it seems like a lot of meetings or things that I went to, the men were just addressing the men and not the women. But we have progressed over the years and over my time in business. I'm here at the Pioneer Florida Museum. The executive board is 90% women. Our president is a woman. The executive director is a woman.
Yeah.
So that gives me hope.
It does. It does. Do you have any advice for women coming into business or wanting even maybe to be in a nonprofit like this?
Just work hard, be yourself, and stand up for yourself.
That is true. Sometimes we lose our voices, and I find that sometimes that I'll kind of step back and lose my voice, and we have to be strong.
Definitely.
And we have to be the example. So as a mother working, how did you balance that?
And it was a challenge, but I will say that I was raised by a strong woman.
Yes.
Both of my grandmothers were strong women, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, that's mine too. My mother, between my mother and my grandmother, I was going to succeed.
Exactly.
Their example was going to make that happen. So, so is there anything else you want to tell us about the Pioneer Museum? What your plans are out here? Anything that maybe with COVID, something that community could help with?
With COVID, we are fortunate that we are a village. So a lot of our displays and a lot of the area is outside. So once you get in, we require the mask and hand sanitizer and all that good stuff, just like anywhere else, and the social distancing. But you have a big space of outdoors to see when you get out here. You're able to do, picnics with your group. You're able to stay a good distance away from anyone. And also, we're a museum. You're not supposed to touch anything.
That's true. That's a good point.
So we do have some events coming up that are mainly outdoors type events. We are doing some of our festivals, like the Scarecrow Festival.
Yes.
We are just having to make accommodations for the COVID
Yeah,
and spread things out. So there'll be where you can make your own scarecrow instead of it being all in one place. It'll be spread out in stations
Good.
so that families can do them on their own and not be around a lot of people. We'll be spreading our vendors out over the grounds. So it'll be a modified scarecrow festival, but we're going to go ahead with it anyway and try to keep the numbers down.
I think so. I think people are ready to go back out, and you guys have the ideal place to do it in right here.
And
so
we have this wonderful traveling Smithsonian exhibit for the women's suffrage,
isn't this amazing?
and it'll be up until Election Day at least.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for letting us come out. We're going to wander around, and see your place, and we thank you, and thank you for what you do. We know that nonprofit work can sometimes be difficult, especially
Definitely.
during this difficult time.
Yes.
But thank you for what you do and for making sure this museum is here for generations to come.
Thank you. We love Zephyrhills in our chamber, and we appreciate you coming out.
Well, thank you.